Now let's have a look at this paper, Marriage and Family. This is 2024 paper 2251 and paper 22. Now when we talk about family, family is a very important topic, part of AS as well. Okay, marriage and family vary globally. Now this is the first thing. How it can vary globally, you should be looking at that. What are the factors that one can consider? Some sociologists argue, so this is an argument that they are presenting, that family is essential in contemporary societies. So it's necessary, but not in others, right? Others debate that family life is equal for its members. So is it equal? So you can say, okay, when I am just reading the question, I would be able to identify that it's not equal for all the members. It could be, what could be the factors? We would be looking at that as well. Okay. And then monogamy exists in some societies. So the first part, what is the term monogamy? Mono means one, poly means many. Okay, so one spouse at a time. Okay. Two examples of child-centeredness. Now you know the examples. But when they ask for the examples, you should be highlighting the key factors and the key things that you would be looking for. So, two examples of child-centeredness. One would be uh, parents giving or spending more money, or in terms of money, spending more time and resources on children, and then you would be giving the example like what. And third, second could be that children's opinions are valued in decision making, and it could be like planning a trip or something, planning vacations, planning food, etc. Now explain how family life is globally diverse. Diversity. So how can family life is globally diverse? Okay, first could be cultural differences. Okay, extended and nuclear family. Okay, second could be marriage practices. Monogamy is mentioned, that's why I'm linking over here. Monogamy, polygamy, and third could be why it is diverse. So globally diverse, we have talked about one thing, that is marriage practices. We have talked about cultural difference, and the third could be gender roles. Like more many of the societies have traditional roles. Now the traditional roles has shifted towards democratic roles. Now the next part is about an 8 marks question. So first of all, we will have a look at how to handle these type of questions. Okay. So how many words should be writing, how many paragraphs, whatever it is. Let's have a look at how to attempt this paper. So, okay, when we talk about an 8 marks question, it should be 1.5 sides, or one and a quarter side. For a 15 mark question, it should be 2.5 sides. This is the length. Most of the people say, okay, it's not necessary to write that much, you should be writing relevant. Yes, I agree with you, but in order to get like maximum marks out of 15, the examiner report says and each and everything says that it should be like this. So for 2.5 sides at least, how many? Six paragraphs you need, 5 to 6 paragraphs, right? So this question is, to what extent is family life equal for its members? Okay, now since it says that families are changing and many are now child-centered, one is this. So to what extent? So first of all, we will go positively, then we will change it, and then we will conclude by looking at the factors. For example, the first paragraph, intro. So, to what extent family life is equal for its members? So, in the introduction, we would say, okay, it is considered unequal, or you can say some sociologists argue that it is not equal. First paragraph. How it is not equal? First things that we should be considering is women, dual burden, triple roles, domestic work, triple roles, this and that. This is the first paragraph. Now, our second paragraph would be same. Okay, it can be divided. First, brainstorm for this. Like give three minutes for brainstorming, and in those 3 minutes, like jot down the point. So I would be talking about unequal. It can be the gender roles or subordination of women. Okay, subordination of women, gender roles. Okay, this is the first thing in family life. So you should be very specific when we're talking about the family life thing. Na? So you would be writing specifically about the family life, not anything else, right? Family life. Okay, so subordination of women, gender inequality. So first paragraph, first body paragraph, gender inequality. You would be explaining to that. Then second body paragraph, age inequality, for example, like the elder siblings get most of the things, each and everything. Then you would be countering it because it says to what extent. So you have to go on both sides. A counter would be of gender inequality would be what? We have moved towards more democratic society. And when we talk about more democratic society, so it means that we have shared responsibility. Nowadays, in household chores as well, the men are also contributing. And the other factor could be that this thing, child-centeredness. Now, since we are focusing on child-centeredness, it means that younger siblings also have a role. Younger siblings now also have a role, and they are also part of the decision making. They are also part of each and everything. So this discrimination of age inequality, that the elder sibling is getting all the benefits, all the rights, and all the positivities, is somehow discontinued or decreased to a lesser amount. But the fourth point would be, next point is a determination factor in which it would say that as the world is moving towards capitalism, Marxist, so the breadwinner or the person who is earning the most would be getting the most, and it will automatically create a structure where the others would be subordinated, would be considered as subordinates, and their rights will not be considered. So this will happen automatically. Okay. Now the next thing is this will happen automatically, and you can add the researchers. Okay. Now the last paragraph. This is the conclusion. And most of the students have a problem. They just write one-liner conclusion, two-liner conclusions. What do you need? You need at least 3 sentences. I'm just telling you 3 sentences for the conclusion in order to score the highest marks. So how you can write the conclusion? First of all, you would be looking at uh in conclusion, we would say in conclusion that woman rights, sorry, what it is, family life. Family life is not equal for each of its members. However, significant progress has been made. Uh, the inequality is in terms of labor division, or domestic work division, it is in terms of age inequality, and it is in terms of capitalism, the one who is earning the most. However, the extent of this inequality varies depending on different cultures and classes. So this is how you would write a 15 marks answer and how do you would attempt this. If you have any queries, please feel free to ask. This is the end of the session.